Before men knew the warning, the heavens gathered their strength. Storms marched like armies across the world. Clouds twisted like judgment made visible, casting long shadows over cities that slept beneath their fate. A hush fell over creation, as if the breath of the sky paused and the rain held back its first tear. From throne to earth the decree moved, seen in the trembling edge of wind and the heaving of the firmament. Mountains bowed under the swelling cloud. Seas answered with rising voice, and day dimmed toward dread twilight. Within the roiling deep, currents of shadow and light contended. The storm learned its terrible name. The cries of the earth reached the throne of the Most High, and the time for judgment had come. Upward the veil parted, revealing a radiance beyond sight, where time thins and holiness burns through color. Hosts knelt in awful silence, wings lowered before the presence whose brightness no eye can endure. Creation vibrated under a single word of command. Stars shuddered as ripples rolled through eternity. Light singled out Uriel, and wisdom clothed him. The air itself leaned to hear his sending. The Holy One first spoke to Uriel, bearer of wisdom, keeper of divine secrets. Upon the scroll were signs of waters and mercy, judgment tempered with a path to life. He rose with wings like dawn, feathers threaded with promise, set to carry comfort into fear. He was commanded to go to the son of Lamech, a righteous man named Noah. In the valley the earth muttered and the sky warned. Noah waited with a faithful heart. A spear of glory fell. Wind fled before it, embers danced, and silence became sacred.
The earth shall be destroyed. A great cleansing is coming. But you shall be preserved. Fear not, son of Lamech. The one who sees all has set his favor upon you. Take courage. Let this light seal understanding within you. Wisdom will steady your hands.
Uriel gave him the knowledge he needed to survive what was to come. The message delivered, the messenger rose, clouds folded like curtains before the courts above. Summoned by glory, Raphael stood unshaken. The air brightened with purpose around him. Fire shaped a living chain. Each link bore a mark against pride and violent craft. Raphael was sent to Azazel, the angel who taught mankind weapons, war, and sorcery. Azazel watched men learn his ruinous lessons, the hillside echoing with the clang of borrowed evils. Heaven split like lightning, and Raphael descended, judgment wrapped in flame. Stone leapt and sand roared. The ground itself recoiled from the weight of righteousness. From dust he rose, vast and resolute. The battle ended before it could begin.
Azazel, source of corruption, your time is ended. By the command of the Most High, be bound, your strength returned to silence.
Raphael bound him hand and foot, casting him into the desert of Dudael. The earth opened like a furnace mouth. Smoke climbed to witness the sealing of rebellion. Raphael dragged the betrayer to the edge. Broken wings dimmed before the pit. Here shall you remain until the great day of judgment. Down he fell. Rock closed like gates of iron, and fire marked the place for the last day. And all the earth mourned the corruption he caused. Power-crowned Gabriel, resolve settled upon him like armor of light. Thunder traced his feathers, every spark a summons to holy war. To Gabriel was given a fearsome command, to turn the giants against one another. Across the lands, the giants shattered peace, tearing roots, shaking hills, devouring what men had stored. He dropped through a whirling gate of wind. Lightning braided around his path. His wordless shockwave raced the valley. Dust rose like walls before an unseen tide. Madness seized the mighty. Their own strength turned and became their doom. And so the giants fell into chaos, destroying each other with the same violence they brought upon the world. When fury ebbed, Gabriel hovered stern, the storm's fire dimmed, and judgment stood accomplished. Heaven focused upon Michael. The plane of glory trembled at the gravity of his charge. To Michael, the greatest of the archangels, was given the judgment of the Watchers. On the summit the Watchers gathered, faces fallen, wings tarnished by their deeds. He came like a blade of flame. The ridge burned with the heat of justice. Semjaza's plea died in his throat. Guilt answered before words could rise. Lightning walked Michael's armor. His gaze declared a law no rebel could resist.
Because you have defiled yourselves with the daughters of men, because you have taught forbidden knowledge, you shall look upon the ruin of your sons, and never ascend to heaven again. You shall be bound in the valleys of the earth until the day of great judgment. Your fire becomes your prison, your glory ash. The earth will forget your names.
Silence spread over the field. The giants lay still, and the wind unknotted its grief. And so, the decree of judgment began to restore balance to a broken world. By a small fire, work began again. Hope measured itself in quiet hands and patient breath. For though the angels were judged, the earth itself had become too corrupted to stand. A cleansing was coming, a flood that would wash away the violence born from the sins of heaven and earth. One drop touched the dust. In its circle, the promise of cleansing grew.